This has gotten out of hand at this point, and we need answers. Real answers. Not what you're willing to tell us. We need the truth. What is going on with these airplanes? It's obviously intentional at this point. You can't bullshit us and give us some, oh, it was a glitch in the system, honest mistake, human error. Never in the history of aviation have we ever had this many accidents this close together. So please, spare us the bullshit and tell us the truth. Is it our government? Is it somebody else's government? I mean, the drones show up, our government does nothing, zero, about it, and then when citizens take matters to their own hands and get them out of the sky, we get in trouble, and now our aircraft is falling out of the sky, harming our citizens, taking lives of our citizens. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of taking this personal. Who's behind this? Why are they doing it? We want the truth and we deserve it. So what is it?
So real quick, take a look at this video right here.
Aircraft is being observed, so to speak, because oil pressure on the number 2 engine is trending upwards, and the aircraft is going to require, actually it's the fuel pressure, fuel system filter replacement when the aircraft gets back from Hawaii. They've told us that the plane's good to go, but I'm not really feeling it. I'm not going to leave the ground if I'm not completely certain that we have an airworthy aircraft, so I'm going to probably err on the side of caution, and I'm refusing the aircraft. So what that means for you right now, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if we have another airplane here at the airport, but I hate to do this to you, but this is one of those tough calls that I have to make, and I feel a lot more comfortable making this call than flying 6 hours over the water.
So how would you feel if your pilot said that? Would you still want to fly? Would you still feel like you're ready to roll? Let's talk about it, because me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and get off.
Southwest 1346, West Tower, good afternoon, wind 120 with 6. Keep going, stop.
We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now.
And that's a Cessna 152 based out of Redlands. It ran into a bush, or a tree I should say, and then almost hit the home. We understand there were 2 people on board the plane. They're going to be okay. It didn't hit the structure or the home, so no one on the ground has been injured. That all according to LA County Fire. Now it comes back at 4900 Arden Drive, which is really only about 2 or 3 blocks to the west of El Monte Airport. It's unclear if it was in the pattern here, but we did learn the aircraft, this 152, came out of Mission Flight Academy in Redlands, which gives us an idea, Philip, and certainly it's speculation, but more than likely it was some type of training flight. A 152, I've flown one before. It's a type of aircraft you learn in your initial aircraft to learn how to fly. The systems are very simple, and you do a lot of training in this aircraft. It's somewhat inexpensive to fly, and it makes getting your license, economically feasible. Fortunately, though, Philip, incredibly, no one hurt. The pilot and the passenger on board are okay. No one on the ground has been injured. We had a sad incident Friday afternoon with 2 people that were killed when that airplane came down and crashed into a building off of Fullerton Airport. But this is right next to El Monte Airport, and boy, certainly could have been much, much worse. And that's a Cessna.
And I'm documenting you. What you doing here? What is your business? Look at this shit. I ain't never seen this shit out here, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Something is going on. Every street is blocked down. What are they doing here? What Homeland Security Emergency Management Agency? I ain't never heard of that. HSEMA. And he's stuck. They about to let somebody off the back. Y'all, if this don't look like a purge truck, I don't know what the fuck is. It's motherfuckers in there.
Holy fuck. Almost just fucking died, boys.
Now learning about another airplane incident, this time between an American Airlines plane and a United aircraft tug. An aircraft tug are one of those sort of small vehicles that pull or tug or tow planes across the runway. This accident occurred at around 6:58 p.m. Chicago time, and it appears what happened is after the American Airlines plane made a safe landing, the wing of the plane collided into the aircraft tug, flipping it over and leaving the man inside critically injured. The driver, a 58-year-old man, then became pinned under the vehicle after it flipped over. The accident ended up delaying passengers getting off the plane, but thankfully there were no injuries on board. There was also no significant impact to airport operations. The driver was taken to the hospital in critical condition with injuries to his head and lower body. He has reportedly been stabilized since. This is just the latest of a series of frightening aviation incidents that occurred over the past week alone. We're here to deliver you all the news, so make sure you're following us so you never miss a story.
As we're coming back to Los Angeles, we continue to have the fuel problem. But on the way below 10,000 feet or so, which is about 4 minutes before landing, our left engine decided to quit. But the right engine was great. We had a nice, eventful, nice, smooth landing. So I've been flying 35 years. This is my first engine failure.
Holy shit.
That's a very rare situation.
The FAA's primary warning system for sending real-time safety alerts to pilots went down last night for several hours, according to the U.S. Transportation Secretary. A backup system was activated, and the Notice to Air Missions Alert System was eventually back online by 11 a.m. Eastern Time today. The warning system is used by the FAA to share information about hazards in the air or on the ground with airlines. The FAA is investigating the cause of the outage. The FAA
y'all are going to see this on TikTok at some point, so I'm going to get my little share of sharing in right now. But another plane just fucking went down. And I turn this around, yeah. Another plane just went down, Roosevelt Mall. It's the Macy's right there on Cottman Boulevard. So, they're blocking this shit off, all of it right now. But I'm out to go see what's up.
6 plane crashes in the last 48 hours. It's not even 48 hours, but close to. Listen, y'all, I can't stay in Portugal for longer than 90 days, so taking a plane is a must. And my next plan was to go to Mexico, but with the climate of Mexico and the cartel opening fire at the Border Patrol and everything else going on, I don't even want to take a plane over America. What the fuck should I do?
Charges filed in this case, but certainly this alleged activity on the same day a spy satellite was launched from Vandenberg for the work of an...
Oh my gosh, it hit a bunch of people, hit some cars. Everybody else, they're staying there.
I asked if there's anyone I needed to call for DNR.
The plane is getting lower and lower and lower. It nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars. Boom! And it to the plaza, and to the Dunkin' Donuts, everywhere. I've never seen nothing like that a day in my life.
Once I seen the big ball of fire, I came outside. I walked straight down there, started seeing a bunch of like plane pieces and. Like it just honestly like a human foot or something. It was in a shoe still, just on the side of the street.
The country is tonight, unbelievably, witnessing its second horrific plane crash in just the past 3 days. Tonight, it is a small plane, a Learjet, that has crashed in northeast Philadelphia. It sent up a fireball in a densely populated neighborhood that includes both homes and also a shopping center. I'm going to show you some footage here of the crash. What you're about to see here is footage from a Ring camera security system that did capture the moment of the crash. This plane, this Learjet, had just departed from northeast Philadelphia Airport. It's not the main airport in Philly, but a small airport. It was en route to Springfield Branson Airport in Missouri. This is around 6:30 p.m. Local time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. The crash site is near the Roosevelt Mall in northeast Philly. But again, homes there, cars there. This is a densely populated part of a big U.S. city. First responders very quickly reached the scene. They found fires burning, several homes and cars on fire because of the impact and the debris. Local officials, including the mayor of Philadelphia and Pennsylvania's governor, Josh Shapiro, are in contact. They are helping coordinate the response. We may be hearing from Governor Shapiro in just a moment as local officials continue to brief on the scene. We had very quickly initial reports that said this plane was on some sort of medical assignment when it took off. That is confirmed now. Just before we got on the air tonight, we got this statement from Jet Rescue Air Ambulance. Quote, today, Jet Rescue Air Ambulance experienced a crash. The aircraft, XA-UCI Learjet 55, crashed after takeoff from Philadelphia. There were 4 crew members and 2 passengers, a pediatric patient and escort on board. So 4 crew, 2 passengers. One of the passengers is a pediatric patient. This was an air ambulance flight. The air ambulance company said no further information is available at this time. At this time, we can't confirm any survivors. No names are being released until family members have been notified. Our immediate concern is for the patient's family, our personnel, their families, and other victims that may have been hurt on the ground. More information will be released as it becomes available. Again, that from the air ambulance company that was operating this flight. A representative for Jet Rescue Air Ambulance tells one of our producers tonight that the pediatric patient on board was a female minor, so a girl, a citizen of Mexico, who had completed treatment and was on her way back home. Again, the 6 people on board that flight believed to be that pediatric patient, an escort with that patient, and 4 crew members.
At this point, we can confirm that there were 6 souls on board the plane that crashed on Cottman Avenue last evening. A pediatric patient, their mother, and a 4-person flight crew. This was a medical transport plane that took off from our nearby Northeast Philadelphia airport, and it was only afloat for a very short period of time before something went terribly wrong and it crashed. The aircraft, a Learjet 55, it was en route to Missouri, according to our Federal Aviation Administration. I want to be very clear that the city of Philadelphia, we mourn their loss, and they are in our thoughts and in our prayers. We can also confirm that at least 1 other person perished in this tragedy, and this individual was in a car. We can confirm that there are also a number of other victims who were injured in this incident, and they are being treated in area hospitals. And thus far, our count is that there are 19 injured victims. But again, this is not etched in stone. The investigation is ongoing.
Y'all, something is not adding up about this crash that happened in Washington, D.C. Y'all need to take a listen to what this eyewitness said he seen before the crash happened. And then I'm going to tell you my input on why this is all suspicious. And once again, I want to give my condolences to everyone who was affected in this tragic event that happened last night at 9 p.m. But y'all, take a listen.
Tonight, I was just with my girlfriend at the park, at Gravelly Point Park, right next to Reagan National Airport, and we were eating dinner, you know, just as normal, taking in a nice view. And
watch what he say,
y'all. The planes started having irregular patterns, and they all kind of dispersed from their regular landing patterns. And then we looked up in the sky before that, and we saw these white flare.
What do you think when you saw these white flares?
We didn't think much of it. We thought they were like shooting stars. I don't know. I couldn't really explain it, but...
So y'all heard what he said, right? It looked like shooting stars. So now I ask myself, I'm seeing the picture of the plane that crashed, but I was looking everywhere for the helicopter. I have yet to see any pictures of the helicopter that crashed into this airplane. So if someone's seen it, tag me in it, send it to my inbox or anything. I'm telling y'all, I have not seen the picture yet. And then, like I said, even if it was a helicopter, how does it happen? Air traffic control should not have let that happen. It don't make sense.